Hello guys, thank you for joining the live stream today. If you will have any question, it's an open session, so you can ask everything you want and we can check it together. You can share also your opinions. I'll go on with some very interesting setups and also you can write me in the chat during this time. Thank you for joining. So let's begin with the first one, that is Bitcoin. We are going to look at how the market is actually developing right now on Bitcoin. As we have seen also during the previous time, we are on a corrective movement. So overall, the lower part of the structure is actually correcting here. It's very interesting how it may develop. If we are going to look at this part of the structure, we have on the 4-hour a head and shoulder pattern with a slope neckline here. It looks very interesting. So if this is going to work, the price probably will not spend so much time in correction. We can see it moving higher from this point if this is going to be the correct head and shoulder pattern. So this is one scenario. And if this is going to work, the first targets that I would like to see on Bitcoin is this point of the neckline, the first structural resistance that it may face, and after that I would like to go on with the other ones that are the strong psychological numbers. 25,000 is the next one that I would really like to look at for Bitcoin. Just one moment. So this is for the higher time frame that I want to look at here. I'm going to break it down on the lower time frame. It looks very interesting, but it's also a bit tricky a situation, as you can see how the price is actually developing. The first scenario is for the head and shoulder with the slope neckline, but there is also one other scenario that we can see this head and shoulder, the normal pattern formation. We can see also this type of movement. That is why I'm looking at for the price to face strong resistance close to 23,000, because it can come close to this top and it can come lower again to complete the right shoulder of the pattern, because until that moment the price has not the right shoulder. So we are ready for a possible right shoulder in this way. I'm going to target this area by taking out the candles, the shadow of the candles. It is better to take them off sometime, because that is a very strong area of resistance, and we are going to get 22.6 and 22.9. So this is one of the potential scenarios that the price should continue higher. So this is the second one that I'm looking at. But on the opposite scenario, it's something that I was looking at yesterday, sorry. We had two potential areas. The first one was this wedge that the price was developing, and it was showing for the potential of the bullish movement. But on the other hand, it was also the potential for a head and shoulder pattern. It was this pattern here, but it was developing the right part of the structure. This was the other one, and it was also the possibility for the bearish movement at this point. What is happening is that the price keeps developing. So in this way, it is not a beautiful head and shoulder pattern, but the price can also come down from this point, or it can continue moving higher by creating the bullish momentum with small steps. This is the other scenario. For the anticipation of the bearish one, we just need to look at this small pattern here. This is a type of ascending broadening wedge that the pattern is developing, and we can see from this point, from 21 approximately, we can see the price to continue higher. For the bearish scenario, the price needs to break below, and after that it can test the lower part of the structure. So this is overall for Bitcoin. At the moment where this is now, it's something that you need to wait, it's better. Or if you are going to initiate the trade, you need to know that once it will break this line, this type of flag pattern, channel, it doesn't matter the name, it will continue moving lower. So it can test 20,000 again because it's a very strong area that it may face resistance. So just keep this in mind. It's very simple scenario with two steps, one up, one down, and the breaking point is the trend line. If it comes lower, there is nothing to panic also here. The 19.2, let's say 19K and 20K, this is going to be a strong reversal area. So this is going to be our reversal area here. And the reason that I'm looking at as a potential reversal area is that I'm considering that as long as price already did a 5-wave movement on the left side, we are going to have a 3-wave movement. So if this was the first 3-wave and the price is going to make something bigger and more complex, the next one is going to be this potential ABC movement, a bigger one, and after that we can see the potential development on the upper side of the structure. So it's a complex scenario, but it's worth to have this as a trading plan for the coming days, because also this scenario can develop. So if price is going to come within 19,020, it is going to be a very good entry point for the bullish continuation as well. So this is for Bitcoin. It's quite interesting. On the other hand, we have Ethereum. This is already confirming a bigger pattern. I was sharing this before today. We had the previous and base structure that I have shared also before. Price created a potential harmonic pattern. We can see that the price is actually reacting close to the area that we are looking at for price reaction. I have shared this scenario also during these times, before some days, I guess. Just one moment, I'm looking at it right now. Okay, look at the Ethereum, because this is a more clear chart. We can see the price that faced support on the potential reversal area, and it is changing direction. So this price reaction here is showing for a very good development as I see. So we just need to keep focus on the how the price is developing, because we are on the daily chart, on the one that I showed. And on the 4-hour chart, this is Ethereum is confirming a better pattern. It is moving more bullish. From the right shoulder, it was approximately a 16% price increase, so it's a very good movement, as we can see. Just one moment to go on the lower time frame. And let's say that for the time being, Ethereum is above the previous structure, so this is creating another structure high at this point. So we should see probably an increase in volume. It should be strong, I guess, because it's a very strong and critical area. Let's take a minimum target that it should be close to the structure areas. These are really small targets, in my opinion, are not good targets. But this is where the price should face the first resistance if we are going to be on the same scenario as we have explained with Bitcoin. So if this is going to come down from this point, we are going to have a bigger expanding of the pattern, and it can move up again. So let's see, for the time being, also in this way, it looks very good. The right shoulder looks really completed in this way. I really like it, so we can see the continuation. Just one moment. If we are going to look at for this target, I'm going to open the fibs right now, and we can see that we can have minimum targets for Ethereum. 1316 is the first, and I would really like to target also on the 15%, 50% fib. And it's very clear because if we are going to open this chart on the hourly time frame, this is going to be a structure, and it's a very good confluence area, a combination with this area here. Also 1450, it's a very good target as well. Just let's go on the 1 hour and look at the structure. So it's something that Ethereum is going to face very strong resistance also there. Only from this point we are going to have a 20% increase if we are going to consider a buy scenario right now. We are in a potential building of the structure, so it looks very good in my opinion. So if we are going to consider this higher high and higher low as a basic structure development, this is making a new high at this point. It's small, but it's a new high because it's above the previous high. So just I'm keeping this simple according to technical perspective. Can you write it in English, please? I'm reading the comment from Mr. Loki. Okay. Also, during the previous time, I was looking at OKB. Many traders don't like the tokens. I really like them, and look at how the price was developing during this previous of time. For those of you that don't know, OKB OKB is the token of OKX broker exchange, crypto broker exchange. Look at since the previous time that I was explaining, the tokens are one of the safest cryptocurrency that you can trade in the market, as long as they are part of thank you very much. I really appreciate your comment. Uh, as we are looking at OKB, the token of OKX, I'm saying that this is the one of the safest way, in my opinion, because if this token is going to go in bankruptcy, it should go also the broker itself, because as we all know, they are used. Yes, I'm going to go with Solana as well. It's very interesting setup. I really like it today. The tokens are used to decrease commissions, to participate in different things that they do inside the broker. And if we are going to look at where the price is actually right now, when I was doing these live streams during these days, look at the price on June 19th, so it was before 5 days. The price was close to this area, and I shared several times in all the previous live streams that this is a very good buy area to buy. So only in this situation, if you are going to buy close to the support, look at the price increase. It was 33, let's say approximately 30% is a very strong price increase. I really appreciate the comment, guys. Thank you very much. Uh, it's related with the token and the company, and look at how the price, let's say if you are going to exchange your money and to buy OKB token just only to have it for lowering the commission part, just only because holding this token for 5 days when it was here, your equity would have been increased with 30%. It's a decent profit without having any risk at all. So I like it also where the price is actually right now. I have this scenario and I think that this is going to do very good over the coming days. I really like it. Also, if we are going to look at in this way, I'm going to hide. Look at the candles, how long they are. Look at these beautiful bullish candles here. Engulfing candles. Very nice as well. So just keep an eye on the tokens. I'm going with Solana. Let me find it. Where do I have it? Okay, this is the scenario that I have for Solana. As I see, I shared this also during the previous time. Let me go on the daily time frame. Look at how beautiful on Solana. Look at how beautiful the price is supporting the lower part of the structure. Look at this structure. Many of the cryptocurrencies during this period of time has tested very low support areas that they are worth to keep an eye on them and to buy. So it's a very good entry point in order to average down for mainly for the spot traders that have intention to trade for the long term, not for the short term. So let's say for the investors is the best moment to average down because an investor don't give up from the project itself. It's not related with only the speculation of the time. So look at how the price is developing. I'm going to break down the part here. It's quite interesting. Look at Solana right now. During the previous time that I was checking at this, I guess, yes, I've seen it because it was labeled part. We were within the pattern that was coming down. Look at this pattern that was coming down in the form of a type of descending broadening wedge. It was expanding on the lower part of the structure. Here it was our breakout, very nice development. Price came up. All of these, just remember that is in line also with the increase on Bitcoin. So every time at least how I actually look at also on the other cryptocurrencies is that I look at Bitcoin as a beginning and Ethereum, and after that you can support the other ideas how they can move if they are going to have any correction or probably they are going to continue. It doesn't work 100% all the time, but it's really accurate at least 70 to 80% of the movement most of the time. So let's say that price actually made the breakout. This was the best entry point. The best entry point was close to 34. I don't know if this is going to come down right now. If this is going to come down, we can face a decrease of 15%. So if you are going to do this with spot trading, you should take this in consideration. Or in my opinion, just wait for the price. Probably exists the possibility that it is not going to fly from where it is now. It is going to make the retest and after that it can move. So if this is going to come down, just focus within 34 and 36. Probably it would be a very good area for long opportunities. And after that, these are the very short-term targets. So if you are going to see, I am targeting the structure areas, and only from this point, from the red area here, The first target is 22%. We have the next one, that is good one. Just one moment. This is 34, 51, and look at the other one is 64. So these are short-term targets. But considering that Solana is a very good crypto, I would say that I have prepared many pairs indeed. There are not only one or two pairs. So I'm looking at the best setups. However, if you are going to have anything in particular that you want to see, you can just let me know and I can check it. So these are only the short-term scenarios, and it's worth to have an eye on them. For the longer term, Solana is a must that from where it is now, it should test this minimum area. So it should double in price. Let's keep it simple. It should go up to 80. These are very, it's a is the minimum that I'm actually looking at on Solana. It was in April, this point in March, April. Next point was on 6th of May. So $80 for Solana, it should be a very good target for doubling the profits. Just let me check. Yes, it's 128% from this point. So this is very, very good entry, as you can see. From 40, you are going to have 100%. So this is a must up to this point. I would like to keep it simple, just only in this way. The recording, you can also watch the recording later if you want, and you can take also the screenshot. It's very good. The next one, Shiba. Yes, I'm going with Shiba. I'm going with Shiba next. The next request. Shiba is very, very good scenario. I shared this also during the previous time, and I have shared also on my free Telegram and also on my profile this type of scenario. During that moment of time, price was moving. It was a small triangle pattern, and I was expecting for the movement to come down. We can actually see that price tested the support area. Look at the support area. It was the old support area that many of the cryptocurrencies already tested. I place this black line because it is the breakout from the structure support, from the structure resistance that Luna did during the previous time. And if we are going now to look at on the 4-hour time frame, it was looking very good. This was my projection during the previous time that I was waiting. It was for the reversal area close to this point. Price came very low to the resistance, and after that it moved up. The first movement was very strong, as we can see, from bottom to top. It was 64-65%. During the previous live streaming, I said that it should come lower, and you can look at to buy here. And these were the areas that I was looking at for closing profits close to the big candles and structure. And look at the price, how it moved only from the structure support. That price came down and it moved up. Only from this point we have 16%, only from the red labeling. We have also support from the other side. It's very, very good movement. What can happen right now? Yes, it is already it is trying to create another higher low, and now it can continue moving higher. It can also develop this type of pattern, so we can see a type of bullish flag probably. This is what can happen, and that is why is the second target on Shiba. It can come down and it can move up after that. I don't see it moving right now. I don't see to be so powerful. It can be also in this scenario that it can come down and it can go up again. So from where the price is actually stopped right now, it's a bit difficult to anticipate the next movement because it can also explode in this way just from this moment. So let's see, but the red price is a very strong support area that should hold the price up, I guess. It's very interesting area. And also the next target that you should focus for taking profits is this target here. 1397 is very good target because it corresponds to the structure that is on the left part of the chart. Look at these structure areas here. It's very interesting. So this is for this time frame. I will update also during the coming weeks, so we can see it step by step. It will be very interesting. AGLD, the next one, yeah, we can look at also that. I haven't analyzed this, I guess. This can be analyzed from the scratch. Let's look at it. The good thing is that at least we can see some history here. It's a good. Just one moment. We had the first structure that was broken on the left side. It's very interesting. Just one moment. We are looking at also this part of the structure. So look at where the price faced some resistance here, some support, sorry. It came close to this area, not a stronger one. So I don't know if this is going to hold. It's very strong. Let's hope that Bitcoin is going to push it up after this. So this is for the daily. On the daily, it's not looking so good. We can be only in this part of the structure. This is not a clear harmonic pattern, but we can be in a type of alternate ABCD pattern. It's a very high potential scenario. Just let's break it down on a lower time frame, on the hour time frame. As we can see on the 4-hour time frame, this is getting a bit interesting. This is more interesting in this time frame. Price broke above the previous structure, so we are having another structure that is making higher high. Very interesting at this point. So if this is going to hold, we need this part of the structure to hold right now. Price should be above this structure, and after that we can see it moving higher from this point. I would like to use this top of the structures, a very good one as I see. If you want a smaller target, probably you can go with the left structure. It's very good target as well, because the previous one is too close. It is almost reached, as you can see. So what we can do in this situation is just wait if price is going to test the area. But if you are going to buy, just use future contracts. I wouldn't suggest at all spot trading where the price is actually creating this type of correction. Probably you can use a calculation for the stop loss to be somewhere at the lower point, at this low probably. Let me make the price below the previous low, or somewhere here. It should be fine, I guess. We don't want the price to go so low. And after that, just watch it and place it at break even when you have the possibility. So this is the only scenario that I see how you can initiate this. So with future contracts, with margin contracts, let's say, you are going to have higher chances and you are not going to block your funds in with spot trading if you are not in this. If you have spot and you just wanted an idea that if this is going to increase, this is showing a high possibility also here with this development, and probably if this is going to be the first wave, we should be on the third and fifth wave development. So as a minimum, the third wave should test the first target that I'm looking at. After that, we have to see how the price can develop. So this is the price for Elrond. So I really like this scenario. The area is holding very strong. We have a breakout. It looks really good, as I say. Oh yes, I'm reading for Bitcoin. I shared it a bit before for Bitcoin. You should join the live stream earlier, not so late. Possibility is that price can continue pushing higher for Bitcoin from where it is now. As long as the price is above this channel here, it should continue moving up. For the bearish setup, you should wait for the breakout from this channel, and it should come in the reversal area that I'm looking at between 19 and 20,000. It would be a very, very interesting area at that point. Just focus on the breakout of the channel. Yes, at 19 to 20k it will be. But how this is developing, and considering also the development on Ethereum, it has higher chances to continue up to 22, up to 23, I guess, for Bitcoin. So this is something that I'm already looking here. So I think that probably we may close for today. I will try to schedule another one on Sunday. I guess I will try to let you know in advance. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your comment. Uh, just try to filter out what do you want to check. I will try to find a way how to collect the tickers in advance, and we can look at what all of you are interested on the next live streaming. Or you can write it in any of the on the last video on the YouTube that I have shared. You can write the tickers on the comment section there, and I can collect them very easily after that. So I guess on Sunday evening we can have a look. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate for joining the live stream for today. I hope to see you on Sunday. Bye bye. Thank you. Yes, YouTube name. Just let me share the link. Just a minute. Okay. This is my YouTube channel. Just write the tickers that you want on the last videos that I do, or probably on the last one that we are already live streaming right now. So it would be very good. Thank you very much to all of you guys. Bye bye. See you.